Happening right now, airspace and airports closed as the U.S. and Israel hammer Iran with missiles. That means stranded travelers in many Middle Eastern countries are trying to find ways out. CBS News correspondent Shanelle Kaul tracking these stories as Americans do their best. You know, you've introduced us in the last 24 hours to people who literally are trying to get through any way they know how. Any progress?
Well, I want to reintroduce you to someone that I spoke to actually a couple of days ago on Sunday, Reed. I mean, you can imagine just how terrifying this moment now is. Sasha Hoffman, she is from Chicago. She happened to be in Dubai when the war started. She was on vacation there. When I spoke to her on Sunday, Reed, she was pretty patient about this and calm, and she thought she could just wait it out. Then she heard from the president yesterday, and now knowing this could now drag on for 4 or 5 weeks, that patience is wearing off. Take a listen to part of this conversation.
When we talked on Sunday, I feel like you were quite calm and optimistic about it, and something has shifted.
It's terrifying. I mean, we're not used to it in the U.S. where you just hear fighter jets going on all day long, and you certainly don't hear the missiles actually landing and blowing up. That is different, nor smoke plumes. These are not things that are normal. I even lived through the Boston Marathon bombing. I lived right above it, and this is so much worse than that. And it's unsafe.
So what are you going to do now? What's the plan to get out?
So we're honestly trapped. It's really frustrating that right now the U.S. is saying Americans come home, when in reality, we can't come home. We've had flights booked today, tomorrow. All of them are canceled. All of the airspace is closed through tomorrow night now. If you're in the UAE, they've only let out a handful of flights today, and then what they're planning to do tomorrow. And of course, we want to prioritize safety, but you can't tell us to get out and then create no zone where we can actually all leave on commercial flights.
And so, Reed, you can hear through part of that conversation just the level of confusion and chaos that a lot of these Americans are now experiencing because they're stuck in the Middle East, especially given the fact that just last night the State Department had issued this order to Americans who are in 14 Middle Eastern countries to get out of the country and to try to return home using commercial aircraft. Now, the problem is, as you heard from what Sasha was saying, for a lot of people, this is not just tricky or difficult, it's impossible, because a lot of these people right now are in countries or in cities where the airspace is closed. There are mass cancellations. So really, for a lot of folks, that isn't an option. Now, I did ask Sasha about what her options are right now. She said, as she said in that clip there, she's booked a couple of different flights. One, she said, for later on this week was, get this, Reed, $12,000. So it is pricey to get out and to try to find some safety. Now, the second option is to do a 5-hour drive to Oman. But again, she pointed out Oman also got hit yesterday, so there's some safety concerns around that. The third option she says she has is now people are driving 10 to 13 hours to Riyadh to try to get a flight out from there. But she said that people were quoting her $4,000 to be able to just drive from where she is in Dubai to Riyadh. So obviously not an accessible option for a lot of travelers who are there, but they're just trying to find a way to get home.
$12,000 to fly, $4,000 to drive, and then, Shanelle, I would anticipate that they didn't plan on staying this long at some of these high-end hotels. The best hope is that they can get some sort of a discount or a deal, because I would imagine it's expensive to even stay in the hotels extra nights.
It absolutely is, Reed. But I was talking to another couple from Connecticut earlier today. They're also stuck, but they're stuck on a ship in Dubai. They were telling me actually this morning that they were hearing that locals in Dubai are now willing to take people in who maybe don't have a place to stay or are looking for some safety. So certainly I think people are coming together, but there is a lot of confusion and a lot of chaos.
Oh, Shanelle Kaul, tracking those human stories. Very valuable. Thank you so much.